So what is this Christmas thing? I pondered this all week, trying to really see what kind of message, because I don't want to just tell a story that you've heard 1,000 times. So I wanted to tell you what are the 12 reasons that I feel that Christmas is important. And so I'm going to go there. It's a time to find our way home. When I say that, I don't mean about visiting your mom and dad or anything like that. What I mean is it's about finding our way home into our heart where we begin to feel. I remember so clearly as a young boy how I was taught not to feel. I was taught that a man had to repress those feelings. I was taught to show my feelings was a sign of weakness. And now as I mature, I realize that it's not a sign of weakness. By expressing and being in my feelings, I'm getting to experience life. And so this is what it's about. It's about no matter what the feeling, whether it's, we call it a good feeling, we call it a bad feeling, it doesn't matter what feeling it is, we're connecting to it because we're here to experience life. We're here to feel life beyond anything we could ever imagine. And we've numbed ourselves by not feeling. So the key thing on this day, no matter what, is feeling. I'll share with you on Monday, I sat down and I read Christmas story after Christmas story. I watched video after video, trying to get in the mood, trying to find out what was going to be the way I present this to you. I want you to know, I cried almost all day because I found all these people found a way to connect with the heart. The journey is not to hear. The journey is not to become smarter and to know. The journey is to come to hear and to feel. I tied the two in. Home and feeling are the same thing. There is no difference. It's a time to no longer repress our emotions, but to rather live freely and authentically. You see, so many times we repress our emotions. You watch society today, and I'll guarantee you that most of the people you see that are on antidepressants, most of the people having health challenges with whatever the reason might be, it is simply because of the fact that we have repressed, and in that repression, we're not expressing, we block the circular flow. There's an energy within us that is circulating. When you look at our reproductive system, it's about the assimilation and elimination of food. When you look at the breathing system, it's about the circulation of our breath going in and out. When you look at the circulatory system of our body, it's about the blood coming into our heart and then being pumped back out. Everything is about this energy, but when we repress, we block. And when we block, we're setting ourselves up for either a physical or a mental dis-ease. So it's about letting go of that. It's time to live consciously. It means think about who you are. Know who you are. Know what you value. Know what's important in your life. And then above all else, you live to that code. And that code is, you're not responsible for answering to anyone else about that code. That's your DNA, your unique DNA. And what you do is with others, you build agreements with them. In building those agreements, then you're able to be authentic. I have my family together. It's the first time in a year that Matthew and Robert and Stephen and Jean and I are together. And what I so love about our family is no one hides who they are. We speak in all the ways that are unique to us. We don't care what the other thinks, and the other doesn't care either because the other accepts each person in their uniqueness. It's taken 30 years to get this far. It's not something that happens overnight. It's something we practice day in and day out. It was real interesting. I was having a conversation with my soul brother, Niranjan, a gentleman that I met in India and that we connect on a regular basis. And he called me from India on Tuesday. And he had been with a guru there that he's been studying and I've been studying with. And Niranjan said really clearly, he says, the key thing that the guru told me, he says, all these people like you come to see me. I give them my teachings. I give them the tools. And they leave. And very few people follow through. Are you a person who values your life? And if you do, are you willing to commit, to follow through, to be your unique self? It's the time to see clearly. One of my favorite affirmations is, I look through the illusion and I see the truth. We've got to look beyond the illusions that's painted out there. Do you realize that everything out there right now is skewed to have you see things in its way, for its purpose? There are these fragrance commercials that come on the tube. Anybody see these commercials? I don't get them. All I get is a beautiful woman and a beautiful man. I'm saying, really? And people buy the fragrance because they believe that having the perfume will be that which attracts that experience that those two individuals represented. You see, it's not the individuals. It is not the thing. To see clearly is to know that the power is within you, to see that you are perfect right now as you are. You are bringing forth the light of the world in yourself, and as you bring that light forward, you bring that into the world, and you become the clarity that helps others see the light. It's really clear that this is a journey that we do on our own. There are people around us that support us on the journey, but this is a journey we do by ourselves. And we've gotten to this habit of thinking we've got to do it as a group. It doesn't happen that way. I remember so clearly about 6 years ago when my mother passed. When she died, she made it really clear to me. I said, Mom, I want to be with you when you pass. And she said, no. I said, but Mom, I want to be with you. She says, no, Lee. She said, this is my journey. This is me facing my life and moving on. And I didn't understand it. I wanted to be with her. I wanted to comfort her. Today, I can realize it was her journey. We had said our piece. There was nothing more to do. But sometimes when we're so close to this, we can't see through the illusion, because the illusion is everywhere. The truth is, you are one with an infinite power and presence that created you out of it. And when it created you out of it, all of you is it in expression. With you as it in expression, the very power to change your focus, to change your life, is right where you are. And our job is to embrace that and to begin to consciously create through clearly seeing what our path is. If you do nothing else but this, be kind. Each day, just do a little gift kinder. Be a little kinder to someone in your life. It doesn't mean you have to even do it differently. It just means maybe smile. I'm accused all the time, Lee, you're so serious. You're so intense. I am. And I'm trying not to be that intense. I'm trying to be kinder in my expression. My intention is kindness. But other people see and don't see that same kindness when they see intensity, because we've been programmed to see things in certain ways. If you're like this, it means one thing. If you're like this, it means another. Has nothing to do with that. What's the heart saying? But the idea is, how can we do one more thing today to be a little kinder? Not only to others, but more importantly, how can we do a little bit more to be kinder with ourselves? Kindness means non-judgment. It means to not judge yourselves, to stop beating yourselves up, and to stop beating up those around you. It's about acceptance and understanding we're all on our path and we're doing the best we can. It's a time to give and receive love. When I talk about love, there's no romance in this love I'm talking about. It is a love that looks at someone, accepts them as they are, sees that they're on their perfect path, and on that perfect path, they're doing exactly what's there. And then it's a reverse thing. But you see, the second we throw a condition on it, people like to use the term, there's conditional and unconditional love. I'm going to make it really clear to you. There's no such thing as conditional love. Love is either unconditional or it is not love at all. So this is about loving a little bit more today. It's a time to look within. It's a time to go within and feel. It's a time to go within and be still. See, it's in the stillness that we find our answers. It's in the stillness that we know our truth. It's in the stillness that we find peace. Think about all the upheaval in your life, and we all have it. If we were still with no thought, there would be no upheaval, because it's only thought that brings us that experience. So it's our job to learn to go within. It's a time to listen. Are you listening to your heart telling you what it wants to do? Are you listening to your children's heart as they tell you what they want to be? Are you listening to your partner's heart as they're telling you that maybe they need more freedom or they need more support? Are you listening to your parents to find out how you can best support them? Are you listening to that inner calling that says you can be so much more than you are? Just step into it. But we've got to listen. We can't talk. It's a time to connect. It's a time to look into someone's eyes and see beyond the physical and see the truth. It's about seeing that there's a presence and a power within them that is whole, perfect, and unique, and it is perfect. There's nothing I need to change. And then it's about connecting and going within and looking into the mirror and looking into our own eyes and connecting with us. This is the first place connection starts, within us. I invite you today as a Christmas gift, go look in the mirror, look into your eyes, and tell yourself that you love you. Tell yourself you love everything about you, your body, your mind, your emotions, your soul, your life. Everything about you is who you've been, so accept it, which is loving it. It's a time to be grateful. Giving thanks puts us in a place where everything that we have, while we're grateful, draws more and more to us. If you are in a state of gratitude, can you complain? No. If you're in a state of gratitude, are you talking negative? No. So when you're in that state of gratitude, you are building an energy that surrounds you, that goes wherever you are, and that energy attracts more of what you are. It's like you create a light bubble. It's a gratitude bubble that repels things that are not like it and brings to you things that are a match. So if you're having things in your life that are not a match, go into gratitude and just start expressing that gratitude over and over and over. And we do this in our foundations class where we take 7 minutes and one person for 7 minutes expresses gratitude nonstop. I've actually done it on a trip to Austin for 45 minutes. My wife sits back, don't you ever run out? No. Because I can be grateful for this breath and this breath. I can be grateful for what I'm seeing in the moment, what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling, what I'm tasting, what I'm touching. I can be grateful for the pain that I have, because if I have pain, I know I'm alive. I know there's something I need to do that'll cause me to get rid of the pain. You see, everything we have, if we look deep enough, we can find a way to be grateful for it. And that creates an energy which just attracts more. It's the time to see our light and the light of others. But you know, that's not enough. It's time to be the light. That's what Christmas is. Christmas is that time when we stop pretending, we stop playing games, and we become the light. We become unique. We become kind. We become clear. We go within. We listen. We listen to that still, small voice. That voice that's within you. I want to thank you for joining us today. I'm so grateful that you took your time to watch or listen to this message. If you found this message beneficial, I would ask that you go to our website, agapecsl.com. Once there, click on the donate button and experience the joy of conscious and purposeful giving. Or if you would like, text your gift by simply dialing 972-532-6976. It is through your gifts that we are able to bring this message to you in the world. I would ask that if you like this message, to please subscribe to my YouTube channel under my name, Lee Wolak. Again, I want to thank you for joining me in the Agape community as we learn how to better self-love through conscious living.